Welcome to the tutorial on how to create and send a campaign. A campaign is just simply a saved card, so something that you might want to send again later. Maybe a thank you to a new client, a nice to meet you card, a birthday card to send to a whole group of people on their individual birthdays, or you can even do a multiple card campaign. Let's say you're a realtor and you want someone to get a thank you card right away, a follow-up card in 3 months, a card on their birthday, and a card a year later saying happy anniversary of your home. You could design a 4-card campaign where you add someone to that campaign and press send, and they're going to get those touches from you throughout the year automatically. So a campaign is a very powerful thing. Even an individual might want to do a campaign for a holiday mailing, and it's great to know how to do it, and we're going to show you that now. So to create a campaign, instead of creating a card, you're going to click on the next one down, Create a Campaign. You're going to give that campaign a name. And then you're going to scroll down. You could change the return address. Whatever you put here is going to be the return address for this campaign every time you send it out. So you can actually make it a different address if you want, with your company name in there or a colleague's name. And every time you send this campaign, it's going to have that return address on it. It's even fun sometimes to put happy birthday or happy holidays in the company name if it's going to be a personal card, because people look at the return address when they receive a card. Next, we're going to click on Create a New Card for this campaign. We could give our card a name if we want to do a multiple card campaign. Perhaps we're going to want to name each card, but we're just going to do a 1-card campaign for now. So we're going to leave it as Card 1 and hit Continue. Now you'll see it's going to pop up to our card catalog just like before. And we're going to go into Expressions and Thank You. And we're going to choose this card right here, where the front of it says thank you and the inside of it says for your referral. So once again, with the campaigns, just like a regular card, you can choose whether you want to send it as a postcard, a 2-panel, a 3-panel, or a big card. And we're going to go ahead and hit 2-panel card. Once it comes up to the inside of your card, you can create it with your photos, your templates, your elements, your fonts, exactly like you would a regular card, and make it look as great as you want. But the one thing I want to point out to you here is something called the Insert Name field. If we type Dear space, and then this is going to go out to a lot of people, so we don't want to type someone's name in the card. We're going to go down here where it says Insert Name. And our choices are first name and spouse name, last name, or spouse name. So this could say Dear Mr. Last Name, or Dear First Name and Spouse Name. And we're going to choose Dear First Name, and then we're going to click after it and hit comma. Enter, enter. So just like you would type someone's name, but you're going to actually use that field, because then when you send it to an individual or to a group, it's going to merge the name from that field into the greeting card. We're going to say, thank you so much for thinking of me. I really appreciate that you sent me a great referral. Please let me know I can do for you in the future. Warmest regards, John. Now you'll notice that as I said, you can change the font, the color, the size, everything just like you would in a normal card. The main difference is this Insert Name field, and when I left click on it, you'll see it's going to pop up and say, when this card is printed, the recipient's first name will be inserted here. Now this is important because when you keep going back in to look at this card up until the moment it's printed and mailed, it is still going to say Dear First Name or Dear First Name and Spouse Name. But don't worry, as long as you use that field down below where it says Insert Name, then when it's printed, it will merge in their name from the database into the card. And after it's been mailed out, you'll be able to go into that action log and see how it now says Dear Lisa or Dear Bill. But up until that card is printed, it's still going to look like dear first name. Okay, so you're going to add your pictures and your elements and anything else that you want, and then you're going to go ahead and hit continue. Now, campaigns allow you to add a gift to it as well. And a situation might be, let's say every time someone sends you a referral, you know you want to send them brownies with that card. Or maybe if you're a salon and you have birthday cards, maybe you want everyone to get a $5 Starbucks card. In whatever situation, if you know that you're always going to want someone to get a gift with that card, you can always attach it to the campaign. Otherwise, you can just continue without gift. Now you'll notice that it's going to skip the envelope and it's going to go straight to the confirmation screen. This is because we're not sending it to anyone yet. We're creating it, we gave it a name, and we're going to save it, and then it's going to be ready to go, but we have to tell it who we want it to go to, and that's a second step. It's never going to go anywhere, even when we save it, until we tell it who to go to. Okay, so this is the step where we're going to save it, and you'll notice that the send time has a couple choices. We have immediate, we have birthday, we have anniversary, and specific date. Most of the time, your campaign cards will have the send date of immediate. Once again, it's never going to go anywhere till you trigger it to go to someone. But when you do, you want that card to go out right away, like a thank you card or nice to meet you. So you're going to have it as immediate, so when you add someone to that campaign, that card will go out that night. An exception to that would be a birthday card. Obviously, you don't want everyone to get a birthday card on the same day. You want it to go out 7 days before their individual birthday. And it's already built in to do that. If you make the send date birthday, it knows for everyone's individual birthday in the system to send it out 7 days before, so they receive it on time. Same thing with anniversary. And many people, instead of wedding anniversary, will also put the anniversary of someone's business. So let's say the day someone buys a house from you or the day someone writes an insurance policy. So that's a great way to be able to send them all a card automatically by making the send date anniversary. Or specific date. If you're doing a seminar over the summer and you know you want the invitations to go out in June, you can set the send date to be a specific date, and you could design it today, but it will go out on that specific date. It will be printed stuff, stamped, and mailed. We're going to leave this as immediate, and we're going to go ahead and hit save card, go back to campaigns. Now, as I mentioned, you can also create something called a multiple card campaign. Right now we have a thank you for the referral campaign with just one card in it, and that card is going to go out immediately when we send it to someone. But if I wanted this person to get a card, let's say 6 months later, saying, I just appreciated so much that referral you gave me. Let me know if there's anything I can do. And just kind of keeping your face in front of them, you could create a 2-card campaign. And whenever you add someone to that, they're going to get both cards. So the way you would do that is right here where it says create a new card for this campaign. This is card 2 in the series, and you would hit continue. You would choose the card that you want to send them. Again, any card that you want from the card catalog, or create your own. Let's just pick any card as a sample. And once again, you can choose what kind of card you want to send them. It could be a postcard for the second card, or it could be a big card. But we're going to just we'll pick a postcard. Now we're going to go ahead and type a message again, and once again we're going to say, hi, first name. Click there and do an exclamation point. And we could type whatever we wanted it to say, add whatever pictures, templates, and elements, and we're going to hit continue. Now remember, we want this card to go out 6 months later. So our send date, we're still going to leave as immediate, because we don't know when we're going to send the immediate card to someone. We just want immediate to be assigned when we do. But we want this card to go out 6 months later. So we're going to click on this blue sentence right here. I want to specify how many days before the occasion the card will be sent. So we're going to click on that, and that gives us our chance to say that we want this to go out 6 months after immediate. So we're going to go ahead and hit Save Card. And now you'll see that our Thank You for the Referral campaign has 2 cards in it. The first one they're going to receive immediately. The second one they're going to get a postcard 6 months later. So no matter when you add someone to this campaign, they're going to get the first card right away and the second card in 6 months. You could add them today, you could add them next month, you could add them 6 months from now. They'll get the first card immediately, the second card 6 months later. So this is a very powerful way to keep in touch with people. I always say, just think about, in a perfect world, how you want to keep in touch with various people and design a campaign for that purpose. And when you add someone to that campaign, they're going to get those touches from you throughout the year automatically. So we're going to go back up to our contact manager and show you how to send this campaign to someone. Right now we have a campaign saved and designed, but nobody's getting it yet until we send it to someone. So let's say we just want to pull up some of our business contacts. If we knew that we wanted this campaign to go to a group of people, we could pull up a group, uncheck anyone from that group we don't want to get that card. Or you could even uncheck all at the top of the whole list and just check off one person or a couple people to get that card. And then you're going to select the campaign that you want them to receive. So we're going to highlight the campaign called Thank You for the Referral. And remember, that's a 2-card campaign. All 3 of these people would get the first card right away and the postcard 6 months later. If I hit Send Campaign to Checked, it's going to total how much that would cost for those 3 cards and 3 postcards to those 3 people, and it's going to tell me this would cost 9 points and $2.19 in postage. It always tells you how much you have, and you could go ahead and hit Continue. And you would pay for those cards right up front, but those cards would be set to go out. 3 of them would go out immediately, the other 3 would go out 6 months from today. Okay, so you could design that to a group. You could also, let's say someone sends you an individual referral, you could just pull up their name. If I want Jessica to receive it, I could just have Jessica receive that Thank You for the Referral campaign and hit Send Campaign to Checked. If it was a brand new person that was not in my contact manager, I could also go ahead and add a new contact, type their name and address, and right at the top of their file, guess what? You see the same thing, Choose Campaign. So I could right away add her to my contact manager and trigger her to get this 2-card campaign and hit Save and Send. And it's going to be saved to my contact manager, and she's going to be set to get those cards. So there's a lot of different instances where you may want to use a campaign, and you'll get some good ideas from us later on. But that's how you create a campaign, whether it's a 1 card or a multiple card, and it's how you send it to an individual or to a group. And don't forget that the cards don't get printed until midnight Mountain Time. So it's really nice after you even send a campaign to be able to go right back into that card history and edit that card. Maybe add a paragraph or add a gift and press save. So you could have a card to go out to a whole group of people and still further personalize it before it gets printed and mailed. So that's how to send a campaign, and we hope you enjoy using that as a powerful tool to be in touch with people.